Holy shit. So yeah, don't do this because people might think you got a fire. Welcome back, drifters. So today, it's late if you can't tell. What I'm doing is I'm getting a head start and I'm gonna try to get the RX-8 ATF trick going. So if you guys have an RX-8 or if you have a 13B and you're getting low compression and you think it might just be like a stuck apex seal or maybe one of the springs is getting stuck because the carbon deposits are kind of high, we're gonna try this ATF trick and see if it works. I don't know if it will. It could end up just completely screwing everything up, or it could do absolutely nothing. But considering our compression numbers, we were reading like a 4.3 and we need like an 8. It's pretty dire. So really, this is kind of like a last ditch effort to see if the engine is still salvageable. If the engine is salvageable, then great, we're gonna keep it. It's gonna keep running. We're gonna do what we can. If the engine's not salvageable, we may end up having to pull that thing, and maybe we'll be looking at a swap. Maybe we'll look at keeping it, or we may have to look at selling it. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So the things that you're gonna need for this is something to remove your tire. You're gonna need some ATF fluid and some sort of pump to squirt the fluid into the cylinders. And you're gonna need to be able to remove the spark plugs. Yeah, spark plugs. They always call them weird things on the RX-7s. You never know, but I believe they're spark plugs. Anyway, we're taking those out and putting fluid in. So let's go do that. Okay guys, first step, jack the car up. Boy, ain't this fun. Who needs a gym when you got a jack? Don't forget your jack stands. Give it a good old hump test. We're good. Next step, remove the wheel. Okay, so for this next step, you're going to have your leading and trailing spark plugs. What you're going to need to do is take out those two lower ones. After we pull the spark plug boots, we're going to pull the spark plug from each hole and start squirting the fluid in there. Okay, so now you can see we got the spark plugs out. I took the lowers out and I took the boots off of the tops, that way it wouldn't ignite. So now we'll go get the ATF and start squirting it in those holes. Alright guys. So the next trick is you got to take one of these little squirters here. It's basically like a little oil squirter, and all I'm doing is putting in the ATF. Doesn't really matter what kind. I'm using this one. It's a just generic Quaker State ATF. All I'm gonna do is fill up this little jug. Now we got an ATF squirter. Okay, so it might be kind of hard to see here, but all I've got is I've got this squirter in here. It's hard to see with my hand in the way. But I got this squirter here, and all I'm doing is squirting a few squirts in there, okay? So once I get it primed, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's that one. That one's got some stuff in it now. And I'll do the other one. Now we gotta remember, when we go to bump it, we're gonna bump the starter, but make sure your foot's all the way on the gas. So make sure you go down here. Make sure before you start, you put your foot all the way down. That way you don't get any fuel. Now we just crank it just a few. Okay, so now we go and do the pump again. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the other side. Okay, gas on the pedal again. Okay, and we go squirt again. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but back in here, that little shiny part, that's the apex seal. And it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but from what I'm seeing here, it looks almost brand new. So that's a good sign. Bump it again. Alright, so now I think we've got it coming out enough. You can see it's already, when I go to bump it, it's starting to leak out. But that's okay, because we want it to be pretty well in there. I'm not sure exactly how much we're supposed to put in there. I might have overdone it, but now we gotta let this sit. So I'm gonna put the spark plugs back in and plug everything back up, and then we'll wait 24 hours at the bare minimum. Got everything hooked back up. All the wires are in, plugs are hooked up. So now let's get this thing back on the ground. now we wait at least 24 hours and see what happens. Well guys, we're back again. See if this thing starts. All right, let's see what happens.
Don't edit that out.
Yeah. Got him. Here we go. I've got my foot where there's no gas.
So it's really stupid. I have some with me.
Take two. So always keep a spare battery cables whenever you're trying to start this thing, because yeah. Oh, look at that. Let's get this puppy on the charger. I hope this thing works. Oh no. Pop this sucker on here. Ooh, look at that. All right, cool. Step number 2. Holy shit, look at that. What the fuck? That's a lot of smoke. Dude, look at this. Dude. Holy shit. So yeah, don't do this because people might think you got a fire. That's pretty bad, I'm just saying. That's yeah, I don't know.
Started up really quick though.
Holy shit. Yeah, actually it did. Holy crap. Hang on, we gotta, can't see shit. Dude, it started so fast. Like, I don't even know. That's crazy. Yeah. I probably shouldn't be doing that when it's cold, but, did it really? Hang on, go do it. Go rev it. Let's see it. I want to see if I can see it. Okay. Wow.
Did it do it?
Yeah, oh, it just did it. It just did it. It just did it. Wow. Wow. That's insane. I'd say that's pretty good. Dude, look at the neighborhood. Holy shit, the whole neighborhood's just... It's like, it looks like the whole place has been on fire. So yeah, try to do it when there's not a lot of people around, because that's not good. Alright, so it's finally starting to warm up a bit. So, yeah, so we're gonna let this thing keep idling. There's still a bunch of stuff in there, and then... So after we get this thing to stop smoking like this, we're gonna go and try to take it out on the road and see if we can get it to blow out a lot of the crap that's in here. We'll see, because right now it's really, really bad. Still going. Look at this thing. What the hell? Uh-oh. That was weird. Yeah, so it just died on its own and we're thinking it's probably plugs. You're supposed to replace them with this anyway, but let's see if it starts up again. Uh-oh. Might be the plugs. I think the plugs might be screwed. That might be our problem. It could. So we hooked up the truck again, and now we're gonna see if it'll start. We're thinking maybe the battery's low or something. But it's probably more likely just fouled plugs. So let's see. What's on the gas? Nope. Nope.
It sparked after you let off. It's better. It's sparking.
So guys, we just got it started randomly while it was hot. So that's at least an improvement, but I definitely think the spark plugs are fouled. So that's gonna be the next step, is to replace them and then see if it starts any better after that.
All right guys, how's it going? So we're out here again with the RX-8. We're checking out the spark plugs right now, and Kyle's got some information for y'all.
So it's the next day from the last one. So basically, we were right about the spark plugs. I don't know. So if you look on there, you can see basically there's ATF all over. It's fouled to shit. Okay. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm pulling all the plugs. I have to make sure there's nothing in there to spark, and then I'm gonna go and crank it over, and if there is any ATF left in there, it's gonna blow it out.
Yeah, a little bit. Keep going. Nothing's like coming out now. You can see the air coming out, but you can't see any fluid. Here's another good one. You can kind of see. You can actually see where the ATF is at on the spark plug, and it just pulls right off.
Okay, so basically this is after the ATF treatment. That's what it looks like. You can see it's still wet, doesn't look right. This is what it should look like when it's brand new.
Nothing
so
clean.
that's the difference. So we'll see. Hopefully this will make it to where it'll actually hold an idle like it's supposed to. So
Let's try it out.
put them in.
Alright, now we got all the spark plugs in there, all wired up and ready to go. Now we know she will start cold. The real question is when she's hot if she'll restart.
So we'll let it warm up, and then we'll shut it off and see if it starts back up. Well guys, it sounds pretty decent. Sounds just like it should. Like, I don't hear anything funky. It's idling really smooth. Okay, so you can see it's warmed up. It's up to temperature. Let's kill it. Okay. Well, let's see if she starts back up. This is the true test. If this doesn't work, I don't know. I think this trick may not be working for us. Well guys, needless to say, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're gonna do with this thing. Yeah, it's still the same problem. Hot start, it won't go. We know we have low compression. I figured that this was like a last ditch kind of effort, something that we could try just to see if we could, maybe it was like a stuck apex seal, but now I'm starting to think that either the rebuild was done wrong or there's something else going on that's wrong with it. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make some decisions, figure out what we're gonna do. I'm not sure, but we'll let you guys know what we know. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, smash that like. If you didn't, dislike it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm so happy watching my mesmerized by the guys. I'm so happy watching my mesmerized by the guys.